Today is a different type of video. We've had several people ask us, what is our favorite restaurant at the Villages?
Yeah, we also have like new subscribers, followers, people that are new to the altem life. And we wanted to figure out a way to kind of reincorporate some of our older videos that they might not have seen, but still have good information. So
Right.
we're going to give you that today.
Give you that. Let's go check it out.
So we are at home today recording this little video, and we have 3 cats roaming around. And if you happen to see them, we'll introduce them, but we definitely don't want to pressure them to be on camera, so they'll come as they wish.
If you hear noises in the background,
Most likely them.
it's the cats. Yes. Now, we added up and we've eaten at around 30 restaurants at the Villages, give or take, maybe 29 or 31. But there are a lot of restaurants at the Villages, so we barely even hit the amount that there are.
Yeah, we try to do like more local type restaurants. We've done a few chains, but they tend to be like Florida chains or, ones that aren't everywhere. So it's kind of a variety.
Yeah. We sat down together and came up with our top 5. And let me tell you what, it's hard to just pick 5.
Yeah, I agree. But we tended to be on the same page about all of them.
Yeah.
So that worked out really well.
And in the same order for the most, which
yeah.
was cool. Now, I will say the 5 position was the hardest to give out because there were so many that could be ranked at number 5.
I feel like we had some honorable mentions.
We did.
We kept it to 5.
Yes. And so starting at number 5, we chose the Flying Biscuit.
Good breakfast spot, lunch, brunch.
It is located in Lake Sumter Landing, and it's only open till 3, so that's kind of the downfall with it. You got to get there, fairly early. I think the hours are 7 to 3.
And they usually have a decent wait. So.
Yes. Now,
but it's because it's good.
Now, a tip for you is you can do a call ahead.
Yeah,
we've done a call ahead before. But what all did you like about that?
I was very surprised by this restaurant, actually. I really liked, obviously it's called the Flying Biscuit, so we had to get a biscuit. And with the biscuit came the cranberry apple butter.
Yes. And sorry, we're going to be periodically looking over here at our screen because we did make some notes because we did go to that one a little while ago.
Yeah, and I mean, we're human and we'll forget things.
Cranberry apple butter, yes.
Yeah. So that was real, delicious. I believe in the video I even said...
Yeah, it looks like you quoted...
The best biscuit ever?
The best biscuit I have ever had.
We'll prove it to you. Showing you the clip really quick.
It's the best biscuit I've ever had.
I also, at the Flying Biscuit, one of their side options was grits. Not a grits girl. I don't ever order grits. But for some reason, maybe because you like grits.
I like
You're not
grits.
picky about it. You'll eat them.
Yeah.
So maybe he decided to do it. I don't remember. But they were the best grits I've ever had in my life.
I do not usually like grits.
I could be wrong, but I think on their menu, they advertise.
Brag about it. I think so. Either way, I will get that every single time I go back.
Yeah. And just kind of to sum up what we had obviously breakfast. So we had egg, sausage, grits. I do believe we even said the sausage was great. And then I ended up having I think it was peaches and cream waffle. And I believe I quoted that saying that's probably the best waffle I've ever had in my life. So I'm going to insert that clip now. Probably the best waffle I've ever had in my life.
So overall, I mean, it's a really good place for breakfast, brunch, lunch. It's located on one of the main streets in Lake Sumter. So if you haven't been there yet, check it out. If you haven't seen our whole video for it, it'll be in the description below too.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and put all of these videos that we're talking, or all of these restaurants that we're talking about now in the description down below with the link that you can click on and watch them. But that brings us to number 4. Number 4 is City. Number 4 is, what were you going to say?
Also in Lake Sumter.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Is City Fire. We have only been there one time, but that one time made a big impression on us. A note we have here is they stay open later, and especially on the weekends, they stay open pretty late. But around 7 o'clock is when they start doing like live music. So if you don't want to be there when the music's going, try coming a little earlier prior to 7. But we just randomly searched where we should eat, and City Fire popped up, and so we said, let's give it a try. Right. And one thing that really stuck out to us was we got the salmon, and they asked how we wanted our salmon cooked.
Yeah.
Never been asked that before.
It's a fancy place whenever they ask you that.
Yes.
I really liked the atmosphere there. It was kind of low key. It wasn't, I mean, the live music was going on, sure, but it wasn't out of control or anything. I did hear that on the weekends, I think we went a weeknight.
Yeah.
And I think on the weekends it might get a little bit rowdier, is what our waitress was telling us. But I think it's a hot spot down there, and for good reason. The food was delicious. We had drinks too, and they were really good.
We also got the white flat, which was a flatbread. And in that one, I believe we labeled the flatbread as stinking good. So we do have our stinking good shirts on right now. And that's
just to keep with the theme.
And if you're new to our channel, that's something we use when something is really, really good. And we labeled that one stinking good. And we also labeled the salmon as stinking good.
So that's really good to have 2 entrees that are stinking good. That's definitely why it's number 4.
And then also we were going to get cheesecake. And I remember they were out of cheesecake, which we were bummed about.
Yeah.
However, another quote that you said is, I am not sad that the cheesecake was out.
I'm not sad that the cheesecake was out.
Because we got the apple blossom dessert.
Yeah.
And that was very good.
That was delish.
And the last thing I'll say about City Fire is, even when we were there, I can't remember if it was a Wednesday or a Thursday.
Yeah.
But even it was after 7 when we left, like maybe 7:30, there were people dancing.
Oh yeah, it was kicking off.
So
for sure.
I can only imagine what it's like on the weekend.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I'll say for number 4 is our waitress was very nice and awesome with all the suggestions.
Oh, and that's something too we didn't mention at the beginning of the video, is that our kind of like criteria, it isn't very like structured or anything like that. It was more of just like thinking about, was the food great? Was the atmosphere great? Did we have a great experience? So this is all just based on our own personal experiences, not necessarily. It's kind of a well-rounded review.
Yeah, price doesn't really play a big role in these decisions because some of them are a little pricier than others. But if it was good and worth it, then the price didn't really matter as much.
It's more the experience is what we're basing it off of.
Exactly. So that brings us to our number 3. And this one's also located
Lake Sumter. Wow. I didn't realize that when we were doing this list.
Yeah, that's 3 of them so far. But that one is Lighthouse Point Bar and Grill. Yeah. That one of the main reasons is where it's located.
Yeah, I think it could be the first restaurant we went to in the Villages.
Yes. We also brought my parents one time too down there, and they really enjoyed it.
I think it was the first restaurant we went to in the Villages.
And the reason why we went there was because it is located on the lake.
Yeah, they have like the like outdoor seating that's right on the water. So that was really cool. It's a nice feature that restaurant has played into the atmosphere for sure. The second time we ate there, we also ate outside, and it was hot. Yeah. But I mean, it's Florida, so it's gonna happen. Yeah. I absolutely love it's like a coconut.
Yeah, lime in the coconut salad is what it's called.
Lime in the coconut salad. I don't like coconut. Look at me. I'm just trying new things. Don't like grits. Don't like coconut. But I'm branching out.
Maybe you do like them.
Maybe I do. I just never really. I've tried them before, but I liked the salad because it's served like in a coconut partially, and then it has just such. It has. I think it's goat cheese, pine. It has a lot of fruit. It's more of like a tropical type flavor to it. Super good. That's like one of my favorite salads ever.
Yeah, and I will make a note in that video. The time we actually filmed it with my parents, I think they were out of the coconut then, so it was just a salad. So I don't think we have a video. It
still tasted delicious.
Yeah. I don't think we have a video of it actually. Maybe we have a photo. I don't remember. But Lighthouse Point Bar and Grill is like more of a seafood place. And so I ended up getting the coconut shrimp, and they serve it on half of a pineapple.
Oh,
They
yeah.
cut the pineapple in
about
half, and you serve it in there. And those are, I mean, it's great. And my parents liked it. And then kind of the quote for this one was, I believe I said something to the effect of, look at the presentation and all that butter, because they got a sweet potato and they put a ton of butter on top. So that was good. Look at this presentation and all that butter. We all gave it a thumbs up and had no issues.
Yeah, no, we've been there a couple of times now, and it's been just as good. So.
Yeah. So that was our number three
spot.
Yeah. Coming in at number 2. This is where it got tricky between number 2 and number 1, because you start getting into like the really good, stinking good, awesome restaurants. But for number 2, this one really sold us right away, right when we walked in the door. And that is McGrady's Pub.
Yeah, we had a lot of recommendations for this place. We hadn't heard about it other than through the recommendations. So we love getting suggestions of restaurants that you guys have tried. There's a spot on our website, or just even comment on any post or whatever.
And while we're talking about that real quick, we have a long list of suggestions. So if there's ever a time where someone's like, have you tried our suggestion yet? Don't worry, we will. We just have a long list we have to go through. So it's on there. But McGrady's is located in Sawgrass Grove, which is a new development of the Villages. So they just recently opened, I want to say maybe in May, but don't quote me at that.
Sometime this year.
It was recent though. And so we were like, we got to go try this out.
Yeah, I think they're still developing that area too.
Yeah.
So,
one of the main things I liked about it was the theming. They did excellent.
It's like right up our alley too.
Excellent theming in there.
Yeah, so it's themed in like a Scottish type pub. So they have, kind of like a tartan pattern and like the Highland cows or coos. And the theming is really, really well done. It's like you go in and it's a nice place to eat, but it still feels cozy and welcoming at the same time. So I really, really love their theming and everything they have going on there. And then the food. Yeah,
I was going to mention though, we learned about this after we had already left, because people commented on our video, but they have a mug club membership.
Yeah.
And in the video, I show a bunch of mugs hanging up like around the bar area. And that's really cool, because to my understanding, you can go and basically pay for a mug that they keep there, and you get discounted drinks for it or something like that?
It might already be sold out.
Yeah, it was a limited quantity, so they may be sold out. But I thought that was
new to the whole mug club membership.
I thought that was a really cool concept they had there.
Yeah.
We did get salmon.
Shocker.
Seems like the common theme right now. Mashed potatoes and salad, and we gave a thumbs up on the potatoes.
I was gonna say, I know those potatoes were delicious.
They were, and we did give a stinking good and excellent to the salmon from both of us. So that's when an item is really, really good. And then to top it off, one of your favorite things, really almost ever, was the dessert we got.
Yeah. I was gonna make a bold statement, but I'm gonna hold off.
Yeah.
You'll come to know that I'm a little bit more of the reserved one when it comes to like giving out compliments and stuff.
I pretty much like everything, so it's a little hard for me. I throw out stinking goods probably a little bit too much, and you're a little bit more reserved. But I mean, I pretty much love everything.
Each other out.
So
it's fine. You get a well-rounded opinion whenever you're watching our videos. Sticky toffee pudding. And I love sticky toffee pudding. We've had it at other restaurants and things like that. But I think that is my favorite sticky toffee pudding I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
So over Rose and Crown.
Okay. No. There's one difference. Rose and Crown serves it with custard, and custard is far superior to vanilla ice cream, in my opinion. So if you could take custard and put it on there, McGrady's Pub.
But as far as the actual,
the sticky toffee pudding, the whole dessert, it's still delicious.
Very good. Stinking good dessert. And when we actually went back here with my parents later on, we didn't film it, but they also thought it was really, really good. Now with this one, I will say it's probably on our top 5 the most expensive one, I would say.
Yeah.
It is pretty pricey, but it's and it's totally worth it.
Yeah, and something too, if you're new to our channel or maybe you just started watching, we split meals a lot of the time too, whether that's just to try multiple things or to kind of keep it in a decent, budget. That's something that you'll see. So we did share the salmon whenever we got this to try and keep it in a good amount.
And sometimes you get large portions that there's no way we can eat it all, so sharing is the way to go.
Yeah.
And then finally that brings us to number 1. And
Go ahead.
No, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, if you've been around here a little bit, you're going to probably have a good prediction on what our number 1 spot is. Yeah. But is that what you're going to say?
Yeah, essentially. Like, this one's kind of near and dear to us because every single time we've gone 3 times now?
Yeah.
Film 2, gone 3 times. We took my parents here also. Mm-hmm. And every single time, we've loved it.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat.
And it is.
Drum roll.
Roberto's.
Yes.
Yep.
Woo-hoo. There's a lot of reasons why it made the number 1 list. But this one's located in the village of Pinellas. So I don't really know how to explain it, but it's kind of just like right next to Wildwood. Mm-hmm. There was kind of some new development. I know we did a video of First Watch, and it's over by that area. Mm-hmm. But one of the main reasons we love this, other than the food, is their staff and the owner, Roberto. Amazing. Yeah,
you can tell, like, you just get a really nice feeling when you walk in and you're taken care of.
Yeah. And something big is when the actual owner works every single night.
Oh, yeah.
He's in there working every single night.
And he's an amazing chef.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's every time we've gone, we've tried something different.
Yeah.
Now, right? We haven't gotten anything that's the same.
Yeah, I don't believe so. I think we tried everything different. We have got the pizza though a couple times because it is fantastic pizza.
It's my favorite pizza.
I think another quote you had in here was, "It's the best crust you've ever had."
His crust is the best crust.
So I'll just do like a quick list of things that we've tried, and I'm just letting you know right now, there's not been anything bad. I think in one of my videos I said I trusted Roberto with my life.
You did say that.
I think I would trust Roberto with my life.
So
yes.
We've had the pizza, my favorite pizza in the Villages, probably in Florida so far.
Yeah, and we've eaten several places for pizza.
The pizza was great. The calamari, very good. Did I have spaghetti?
You had, I don't know if you had spaghetti. I know you had that soup, wedding soup. We tried the wedding soup for the first time or whatever. We did have some kind of pasta, I think. My parents had pasta.
Yeah, and then the second time that we went for their 3rd anniversary, we had the signature dish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that was a seafood type dish that was really, really good too. And then the desserts. Oh my goodness. Tiramisu.
Yeah.
Red velvet cheesecake. Yeah.
And then some kind of
a whole trifecta
of goodness.
Of oh my gosh. It's just delicious. We'll go ahead and put a couple clips in.
Yeah. And also my parents said the exact same thing when they went.
Oh yeah.
They said that was one of their favorite places. So I don't know of one person who has commented that said, oh, we don't like that. Everybody that's commented only has had good things to say.
Yeah, and when we went to the 3rd anniversary thing, it was pretty cool too because we ran into a couple of people who have watched our videos, and while we were there, all they had was nothing but good things to say about Roberto. Yeah. So it's kind of cool to see, the whole community loves it.
Yeah, but I think it'd be hard to beat number 1 so far. Their pizza, again, the pizza. If you're going for the first time to Roberto's, get a pizza. That's what you need to do. So
and a dessert. Any of them.
Yeah. But that rounds out our top 5. It's crazy.
Good.
Yeah. It was very hard to decide. And other restaurants, are good too. Just because this is our top 5 doesn't mean that all the other ones are bad. No,
it wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy at all. But I will say we do appreciate all the suggestions. And if you have suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. We do read every comment. We try to reply back to everyone. Yeah. If you do like this type of video, give it a thumbs up so we know that this is a video you guys like. And then also we are going to start trying to do more of more top things. I know everybody's been wanting us to do a Q&A, which we have coming out
We've got
shortly.
a list. We've got it planned out.
Got it planned out. And we appreciate everybody watching and supporting us.
Yeah, and if you're new to watching us, and maybe check out some of the other videos we have in the description or on our channel, and if you like us, then you can subscribe and you'll see all of our new videos that we come out with. Yeah, for this being one of our first type of videos like this, I feel like it was a success.
Yeah, I think so. And then also we do have a website. That'll be in the description below too, that you can click on.
Working on it.
Facebook, Instagram. We're doing more on TikTok if that's your thing too. And we really try to just show you guys everything we can do.
And some, like a little quick snippet, all of our handles on like social media and things like that, it's the Altem Life. And obviously if you're watching this video, you're going to see it. But it's a combination of our names, Alex and Timber. So if you're looking to find us on Instagram or our website or anything like that, it's going to be the Altem Life.
Yeah. And that's just a sneak preview of our Q&A, because somebody asked us to explain that in the Q&A. So that's all you get. You'll have to watch the Q&A to find out more. Yeah. But I think that does it. Sounds good. Making me hungry, making me want to go eat all these places. But with that being said, that does it for today. Thanks for watching.